build my gallows and build them high. Makes a long time climbing before I die.
Hello everybody, welcome to Shortbangers, the last Shortbangers before our live show next Friday, which is the 28th of October, not including Shortbangers Extra, which you get if you're a subscriber, so that'll be the last one of them before the live show next week. Tickets still available, just call it out right now, only a couple of tickets left, so if you want to come along, send us a wee DM on Twitter and we'll sort you out. Colin, how are you doing?
Good. I've got a couple of things to say. I thought you were going to say it's the last Shortbangers there for a minute. And I thought, oh, fuck, you never told me. And then I thought, does the last couple of tickets include the couple we're trying to give away with the competition?
Oh, I forgot about the competition. No, it doesn't. So they're accounted for.
It accounts for.
So that after that, if you want to get a free pair of tickets, and who wouldn't, have a wee look on the Shortbangers Twitter account. That's at Shortbangers. And all you need to do is quote tweet the tweet for the competition with a question, and the best question between now and the live show will win a pair of tickets.
When's the closing date?
Up
Friday?
to £20. Aye, we could take it up to Friday because the tickets just get
need to
emailed
let
out.
go at short notice. So.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, unless there's no response to it, in which case we'll just close it early.
No winners.
Just in the huff. No, I had a huffy Twitter thing for a long time. Right, we'll get right into the questions then for the night. So, Colin, first up, TG Willis, who asked, do you think you'll be able to quit your daytime jobs and go full-time podcasters?
Do I think that, or would I like to do that? That's a different answer.
So, well, do you think you will?
No.
Well, and would you like to?
Probably. I would always be worried, though. I'd always be worried. I hear, like, obviously, the boys on Top Flight Time Machine's the one we refer back to a lot, and the one I listen to most. And obviously, we use their platform for this. But I always think if I'm Andy Dawson, who was a bit, like, by all accounts, a jobber journalist of some sort, like music journalist, would write articles for NME. He wasn't employed by NME, he was freelance and that. And he's kind of landed well with Bob Mortimer, which made his name and got no doubt thousands of subscribers. And then he's taken that to Top Flight Time Machine and found somebody else that's got all the gab and all the mouth and that. If Bob Mortimer's ill, like which I think was rumoured recently, he must be looking over his shoulder thinking, how the fuck am I paying the mortgage?
That's true. So what you're saying is if
I would always be thinking,
quit, what if Matty quit?
No, I was Munning and John, like, fuck's sake, you know. But it's not. It's more that thing about the short termism of it that feels like you could easily go. You see what cancel culture's like. You can easily get cancelled. You could easily just become boring or the same as other ones or whatever. This isn't a funny answer for Shortbangers. It's the wrong answer, eh?
That is
for Shortbangers. It's just an honest answer. That's why, even if I could, I don't know if I would.
Well, I quite like the idea of them, but right, and it's a long way off, right? So either we would need loads more subscribers, like you say, you've still got that short-termism worry. But if I came into money, like a lot of money that I could pay, so I could say to you, John, don't worry about your day jobs, because if you want to carry them on, fine. But I'll cover that wage plus a bit more, and then we could do it proper, like in a studio. So just like however often we want to do it, just kind of meet up, a few drinks in the studio, record it. That would be good.
It does sound. It sounds an easy life, like. And then of course we're relying on folks sending questions in, which is another short-termism aspect to this.
I just start paying folk for the questions as well.
We're lucky we get quite a lot of questions in, but I've always got the worries what happens when they run out.
Aye, what if they stop coming?
It's a good question for Shortbangers.
Aye, what would we do? Would we just make up our own ones, or would we revert to the meaning of life style ones, where we would just pick out like a philosophical question and try to fill an episode with it?
I would probably do some of the meaning of life for a while, make up some of our own as well, like we did for Longbangers for a wee while, and we chucked a few.
Aye.
Oh, I let the cat out of the bag there, I don't know if everybody realised. Jimmy Cranky and that were writing into us, mate. All the days.
That's it, Peterhead.
But aye, it's like I would run out. I would need the time then. I would need the money. I wouldn't be able to work and make the questions up.
No, you definitely would need the time and the money to do it.
Mm.
Right, Charlie McGrew thinks he made that up. Asks, sharp or girthy jobbies?
Sharp for me. Prefer a sharp one. If I'm having to pick.
Aye. Aye. Like, a girthy one isn't fun, is it? Like,
Nah, because it's like it's just sere, eh? And then it's almost like you think, is it fucking coming out? Like, do you know
aye.
what I mean? It's nah, no thanks. Definitely sharp. Short, sharp.
Have you ever been properly constipated like that, where you're struggling to get one out?
No, not really. I've always been quite loose in that way. But obviously, I tell you, recently, my toilet habits have changed over the last few months. Like because I'm on this diet that we've mentioned, and um, I'm just not going as often. Like it just didn't go as often. I've went for the first time I reckon in my life. I've went like a day in between going to the toilet. Never mind. Like I was a 2-3 times a day user of the toilet. Always first thing in the morning, mid morning, maybe I can't think when the third one was, maybe evening time, some point, right? But now I can skip. I can skip a day.
Do you want me to edit this bit later in case somebody listens to it and you want to have like I'm just going and you're going to have like just going to hide for a wee while for a bit of peace and quiet?
I know. I know.
I can just edit that out. So you say like a regular as clockwork, as you said, Colin. No bother.
Mhm.
Right, Ian T asked, would you rather play music by ear or by reading? And which instrument would you choose to be proficient in?
I'd like to do it by ear. I like learning to be able to do that. I think that's so. When you see bands doing it, you see like the Jules Holland guys and that. They'll just like somebody will just start hitting the
Aye.
drums along with it, and then the piano comes in or whatever. I think it's amazing to be able to do it by ear. I think I would go guitar though. I've always quite fancied the drums, but it's just not cool enough, eh? Like you're at the back of the way. So I think it would have to be the guitar. But I would like to play the piano. But I think the
Piano.
guitar's a bit cooler sound, but the piano is like a more classy. You know what I mean? There's different pros and cons to them all.
Piano is probably the one that I would have went for. Although I have tried to play guitar for years. I just
So your old man plays the guitar, eh?
oh aye.
Aye, good. Like, is he good at it? I know he's
He
written songs
is
and that, like, but
is good at it, aye. Be able to see him live, come and see us. He'll play us in.
It's a good shout.
If you never saw him last year, my dad does the intro music to Shortbangers. As you know.
Tommy Two Sheds, everybody's typical one on the night.
On the night, Tommy Two Sheds. I've tried playing guitar for years. I'm rubbish at it. I just either have the patience to sit and learn it properly. I've never taken lessons. It's frustrating because my youngest daughter's taking lessons just now. She's taken to it like that. She's like, she's better than me already on it. That's hard to take. It's hard to take years of trying to be self-taught with it. I kind of put me off one time, right? You get these books, tab books there, and I'd got one for OK Computer, the Radiohead album, right? And basically what it does, it breaks down into all the songs, it shows you where to put your fingers on the strings, and then you play along. And there was a bit of the tab where your fingers needed to be like the far end of the fretboard, but also at the bottom of it as well. I was like, how big do you think my fucking hand is? Like, it's physically impossible to do that. And you can't
Is that when
even.
you get one of the wee things though? Like the wee metal things that go
The
over it?
capo? No.
Is that what that's called?
It was just it's like it was written for two guitar parts. So one guitar would be doing one bit of it, and then another guitar would. I'm guessing that's what it was because like you need to be a fucking octopus, a musical octopus, to be able to play what it was asking you to play it. And I think that was I tried that for a while and just went, oh fuck, I can't do that. Put it down. And it frustrates me when you see folks who just are effortless with it.
Yeah.
But the piano, there was where was I going? So my old flatmate John, we spoke about him. His girlfriend stayed at Morningside, and we were going up to her flat one time. And as we were coming up the stair, the flat opposite them, the person was playing the piano there, but they were playing like it was like the Universal by Blur, like that. But then they went into like Live Forever, I can't remember. There was like another Oasis one, right? Do you know when you recognise you go, but it sounded
Aye.
fucking magic. I was like, oh,
Aye.
imagine being able to do that.
I know, it'd be brilliant. They're so talented. And I
Aye.
think as to any instrument, really, well, any, not counting the triangle or tambourine or that, but like proper ones. They are, like even the wind ones, like the saxophone and the trombone and all that. But I think at the school earlier in the year, I've just went off subject, I just remembered, I was at the school at the end of the year, one of these prize giving award things. I texted you on that, can't mind. Because it's like they get them, you get, so my daughter's there getting an award, right? Fine, or whatever it was. But you got all the proper nerds there, they're getting awards for everything, not just the one or two things they're good at. Like, no, most folk have got a talent or a couple of talents. Then you get these fuckers that get 8 awards, like, and the good at tennis award, obviously.
Arseholes.
Aye. But they've got them, and they've got, like, for each year group, kind of was like somebody played the harp, played the piano. I think it was a guitar solo as well, and brilliant, right? So talented. Had them playing the most dull fucking music. You think, come on, like, he's got a guitar, just belt out a bit of fucking Champagne Supernova or something.
Aye.
Like, you're fucking rock and roll star. Like, what was he like playing that shit for? I get with the harp because you're kind of limited, eh? Like they play, it's all boring, sort of classical stuff. Talented as it is.
Aye.
Piano though, they could play something like fucking bit Elton John or something, eh? Like, and the guitar could be doing a bit a famous guitar band, kind of like a Beatles song, fucking Oasis, Blur, whatever, you know, or any of the more recent ones like fucking Arctic Monkeys or something.
Aye.
Like fucking, I say most recent, eh? Their first album was about fucking 20 years ago.
They're still relevant.
Is it the Cortinas? There's somebody relevant, right? I think. But like, come on to fuck, you're sitting there going, is this fucking thing ever going to end? Like, parade of nerds playing shit songs.
Jess was doing a Day Tripper in her lesson the other day. I was like, fucking nice one. I was going to get her to show me at him. Right, TG Willis is asked, you're only able to say a single sentence to everything for the rest of your life. What sentence would it be?
What scenario? Like, what world does this question arise? There's never going to be. It can't be the same answer every time, right? Because it can't always be yes and it can't always be no, right? Because
so you're just going to have to accept sometimes you're not going to make sense, and you have to rely on folk picking up that this boy's not quite right.
Something wrong with him.
Aye. You'd have to get good at gestures like nodding and shaking your head and pointing.
Double negative in it.
Oh, aye.
Or maybe if you said no twice, like that would make a yes, wouldn't it? Is that right?
Yeah.
That's what other rapists say. It's fucking hell. That doesn't make sense. Can't you do that? Double negatives.
Aye, that was why Amy Winehouse, when she didn't want to go to rehab, she said no, no, no. It was like the 3 times, which takes it back to no again.
I was going to say, it goes back to the negative. Fucking hell. Would you just make it something funny? You just have to make it something funny. But then it's not always like the good. Imagine you're at a funeral. You've just got your joke.
Why have you picked me to do the eulogy? You fucking idiots. You know what I'm like.
Or that would be the only thing you could say, though, of course.
Well, but make that your sentence.
What do you want for your tea? Why'd you pick me to the eulogy? Aye.
Right, Scott Brown tried it for a wee while when he had that interview about John. What happened with the revolt? He said, "Don't know." He just stuck with that line.
Why did they think he did that? That's mad. Like that. Maybe T.G. Ellis. So they say I'm a challenge.
Planted the seed.
I don't know answer that.
You know, I remember say like I will, but I probably shouldn't. It's like non-committal enough, isn't it? It's like it's sort of agreeing, but non-committal. I'd go with that. I will, but I probably shouldn't. That would probably fit into most things as well. Do you have another beer?
I will. But probably, yes, he did say.
Well, we have a chippy tonight. Oh, I will, but I probably shouldn't. It works for most of things. So.
I try to give it a would fit.
So, right, that's my answer, right? It's a good question. Whiskey Craig Ask, what would you contribute to the apocalypse?
Is it
Which
money?
I thought was a good question as well. But I didn't care if this was, are you part of the cause of the apocalypse, or are you
Aye.
being helpful during it?
Aye, my first reaction was how much is he wanting? In terms of contribution.
Oh yeah, I never took it in that way at all.
I probably wouldn't put much money towards that.
There's
honest.
more deserving
If I'm honest.
causes. Sitting outside Tesco shaking the tin. Help the apocalypse. Oh, I didn't get a direct debit, mate.
You've got the card holder in your fuck's sake. I would definitely be in. Well, I would want my contribution. My preferred contribution would be preventative rather than worrying about after it. Although, if I couldn't do the preventative bit, I would definitely be helping carry bodies and that a bit.
I was thinking about like a plague of locusts and things like that. If you were, yeah, I don't know, because if you were having to contribute it, but you didn't want it to be a properly bad one, I would get like really bouncy rain, so that it came down like heavy, but it just bounced all the way back up. It just cancelled itself out. I'd maybe go for that.
Where would you get that from?
Weather.
The weather.
I think if you're getting to contribute to the apocalypse, you could just you're getting powers that you don't normally have.
Making stuff up. Right.
Aye. I think I'd fancy carrying folk about.
No, but I mean, I was thinking fucking practically. Like, I mean, you're making rain bounce back up. I mean, would you not rather just stop the fucking thing then if you had the powers?
It wouldn't be very apocalyptic to just have a nice day, though, would it?
No, but like, I mean, I didn't mean stop the rain. I meant stop the fucking. I'm seeing when you see the apocalypse, I'm seeing a big fireball coming towards Earth, right?
Aye.
You're not going to be bit of rain, right?
But I could bounce really high and put it out.
Aye, it wouldn't know.
If there was enough.
I think.
Seen some of the rain in Fife.
I seen some of the rain here the day. It was quite heavy, but I can't imagine it putting out a wee fire. Never mind a fucking apocalyptic. If you're making something up,
yep.
But you know, like fly up to the fucking thing and like punch it away towards Mars or something. I've not got an imagination, but something like that.
Go for it. I like that one. Ian T said if you were the last Tory MP standing who had not tried their hand and a complete idiot, would you go for the job of PM?
I've just watched the news before we came on here. There's a Tory MP from Dudley North or Dudley South, Dudley, right? I don't know what part of it. Actually saying it should be Boris Johnson should be coming back to be the Prime Minister because he's got a mandate for the public. And you're like, he's 3.5 years old before he was fucking, and it wasn't for me, but no. 3.5 years old from before when he was going out in the piss, when he was telling everybody to stay in the house.
Yeah.
So I think
a lot of water under the bridge, isn't there?
Aye, it's just got to be a general election, and it's just got to be.
But
it's not going to be because the folk that call it are then fucking getting wiped out.
That's it. They'll know what to lose their jobs, or no more of them will want to lose their jobs. It's fucking mental. And the thing is, the person.
They reckon that one of the polls I read yesterday. Oh, sorry, we're on a delay. One of the polls I saw yesterday had the Lib Dems in second place and SNP in third place, only a couple of seats behind the Lib Dems as the official opposition to Labour. The Tories would be based on the percentages and then how they work it out the seats after that. I don't know, but aye, they were doing it like 40 odd seats, which is just like what SNP get, and we only play in Scotland.
That'd be a good laugh, eh? I was thinking, like, whoever's next.
So they're never going to call a general election.
No, there's no. It's like turkeys voting for Christmas, isn't it? Aye. The thing is, whoever's next is going to have been considered less suitable for it than Liz Truss was, because she was the choice before him.
But But you'll remember though, if you think all the way back to like August or whenever it was, the MPs didn't want her on the list. She only got sneaked in at the last moment when they realised they didn't want Rishi more.
Yeah.
And because she was sitting third, fourth all the way through, and it was only on the last vote that she got into the final, which then 80,000 folk voted in, or for her. I don't know if it was in total or that was how much voted on her. So that's what was voted on her. Like it's no. Everybody knew she was hopeless. They just didn't want Sunak.
Aye, fucking hell. It's grim, eh? Would you go for it though? If in the current situation, is it if you were sitting there as a Tory, would you go, oh, maybe chuck my hat in the ring here?
I think I probably would, because you're thinking, right, it's fucked. The only way is up for their point of view, right? They can't be in a position where they're losing any more seats than they are. They just can't. So, I mean, look at. I'm sitting watching the fucking Jeremy Hunt on the telly the other day. Was it Monday? I can't remember when he done his viewing, and I'm sitting going, as much a cunt as this man is, right? He actually appears the most statesman-like, competent person in a position of power I've seen in fucking months or years. So I don't think it should be that difficult to actually improve it for them. So I think I probably would for that reason.
There's already an instance of a Jeremy Cunt accidental one in the news.
Was it Peston?
He's only been in the job for, well,
amazing.
Leaving a week, is it?
Wasn't he as good as Krishnan last night, though? Eh?
Oh, that
Krishnan off a news round.
It was quite. See, there was a bit of campaign because Channel 4 have taken him off air, and I was like, "Well, that's harsh, only for a week." And then I was like, "To be fair, a week ban is probably like proportionate to what he did." It's like you can't really in his position call him cunts, even though he was right.
Wait, was he on air? I thought
No,
it was off air.
It was off air, but it's still recorded.
So it's like the Gordon Brown one that lost Brown the election when he called the bigoted women a bigot.
Oh, aye, mind of that.
Didn't he call a spade if you want to be Prime Minister? Eh?
I can't. Aye, so you got a week ban because I was already to kind of jump on the bandwagon on Twitter and sort of say I get him back on the TV, and then I looked, I was like, a week. That's fair enough if he's called somebody a cunt, and he's still like representing his employer and all the rest of it.
What did you get on Twitter the other week? Was it a day, a week?
12 hours.
12 hours.
A 12-hour ban for calling racist cunts, which is ridiculous. And they reviewed it. They actually, because I appealed it.
Oh, right, still thought it was.
And they reviewed it and came back and said it was hate speech.
It's like calling somebody a racist cunt.
Again, is calling a racist a cunt? Is that hate speech? Are we to respect racist point of views? It's a fucking weird decision, eh? It's like, well, it's only 12 hours. Just fucking hurry up. Get on with it. Right, AK Rab asks...
Did you never answer the question, would you stand as Prime Minister in the current situation?
Nah, no, a barge pole. Unless the payoff for it is you get, 140 grand a year. Indefinitely, post being PM.
Is that what they get, even once they've been done?
Aye.
Did they? Forever?
Aye. Apparently it kicked in after, I think Thatcher, when she went, she had a bad financial situation. And so they sort of made up this rule that that's what Prime Ministers would get when they go to bail her out.
I know they get like fucking when they. So we've ran out of folk to be Chancellor and all that, and Home Secretary, haven't we?
Yep.
But even if you're only that boy that was the Chancellor for a couple of days,
Kwarteng
before him, the other one, that was when Boris Johnson put him in charge, and then he went and fucking was part of the coup.
He was just hours, wasn't he? I can't remember
it was like a day or two. I can picture his face. Zad or something.
Yeah.
Can't remember. Anyway, I think they get like redundancy pay or something. They get like 3 or 6 months that salary. He was only in the job 2 days.
Aye. Mental, eh?
It's fucking incredible. The amount of money gets pushed in the pan in the House of Commons and the House of Lords, just pissing money away.
The Lords I think it was something the fucking House of Lords, man.
Subsidised canteens and fucking money for nothing. Incredible.
Dickheads. So no, I maybe go for that salary, but a chance I'll just go, fuck it. it just looks like a hassle, and especially now, just like you're into it.
That's the game you're in, though. That's the game you're in, right? You're a politician, a part of that party. They're rock bottom, right? That's the situation.
Aye, but you know, just like I fucking cannot. But can you imagine how stressed she would have been? Right? I have no sympathy for her, right? Because you're right, that's the game that
Because I thought she's got to do herself in. One early in the week, I thought she's fucking done.
When she came out to make the statement today, she must have gone back inside and went, "Thank fuck for that." Because she would have realised early doors how out of her depth she was.
Yeah.
So there's bound to be a fucking relief. I just think that's not worth it. Just imagine having to go in, everything's on fire because you've lit it, and then you're having to go, "Oh, it's fucking Putin," or.
But it should be so easy for the next one to come in and put some of the fires out and make things instantly a wee bit better.
Aye, but it's not because they're all getting the strings pulled for the fucking billionaires. Do you know that are telling them to make the decisions? So they're all caught between a rock and a hard place.
Mm.
So if I could beat the 33 days or whatever it was that she had, I'd probably do that. If I'd maybe go and try and get the same length of time as that Chancellor for a couple of days, just go in and get on the CV.
Aye. Shortest lived Chancellor ever. But no, you're effectively saying there that that's your career that you've chosen to do, but you wouldn't be ambitious enough to take the big leap.
Aye.
Into the biggest job that's there for what you've chosen to do as a living.
At this moment in time. Hard. No, just at this moment in time. When
they're interested. No, that's not how I'm seeing it.
When it was,
you're not getting another chance. How do you know there's going to get another chance? They don't always say that in football. You bring it back to football. They don't say you never know if you'll get another chance to play for Man United.
Aye.
But it doesn't matter if they're shite. You've got to accept Man United.
Aye. But then if you did it shite, you never get another chance to do it anyway. So you'd be as well just going, fuck, I'll bite my time and then be good enough when it comes up.
But the boy that takes the job, I'm going to say, well, you not having it. Fuck, I thought you'd have taken it. I'll take it. I go in and make everything better. You're not getting another chance because I've got the gig and I'm fucking brilliant.
But then I just stage it.
No, go and do your podcast. Fuck
off. Right, we're out of time for that one. Good question, Ian, and everybody else who contributed questions tonight. Thanks very much for listening. Like I said at the start, look out for the live show tickets. There'll probably be less politics than that, I would say. Almost definitely, yeah. We're away to record Shortbangers Extra if you're a subscriber, and you can subscribe by clicking on the wee link in our Twitter bio. You'll get another half hour of this, depending on what the questions are. Right, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Well, they trailed me down when I broke free. I drank all the whiskey in Tennessee.